Come on, Mom, what am I going to do? I'm walking out with one in. Who comes in?
Forgive me. I don't like to impose.
Well, we didn't expect you back so soon.
I seem to be having trouble getting my car started.
Oh, well.
Mr. Chatham.
Be happy.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, which one's yours?
I would prefer not to drive home alone.
Look, lady, I'm waiting for a special person. I'm sorry, but just help you out with your car. That's about all. Now, where's your car?
Oh, my God. Look at his chest, will you? What the hell was that?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
What's the big secret? When are you guys gonna let us get some pictures?
No secrets, Bradley, no pictures either. That's another one?
Are you kidding me? Looks like somebody gave him a hug with a pair of pickaxes.
Someone said that Higby was here when it happened.
He's in the bar. All right, man, let's get him out of here.
Make a break for it? Hey, come on, man. Pull yourself together. We're gonna have to talk to the cops pretty soon, you know. Hey, Lieutenant. It probably won't disturb you very much, but you're doorman. You know, they're violating our civil rights.
Save it, Higby. All right, Carlo. You're first.
Well, I'm not absolutely sure I saw anything at all, you know?
Yeah, well, I saw something. I don't know what it was, but it was moving fast as hell, right up over the top of that cliff.
What's something? Big something, little something. Can you describe it?
No, I can't. I didn't see it that well. But I'll tell you this, Gully. Nobody I know could climb a cliff that high, not unless there was some kind of freako-human fly.
Is that the best you can do for me?
That's it.
Hey, Carlo.
Yeah.
The Stefan lady, it's Valerie Stefan. Can you describe her?
Well, yeah, I mean, some fox, you know, dark eyes, dark hair. Kind of like a European accent or something, you know? She came on to Frank right away, and the next thing you know, boom.
Hey, Gully, what's going on? That's not your garden variety stiff out there. Something very strange did that.
Higby, you still have the investigator's license.
Yeah, sure.
You want to keep it? Carlo. Carlo!
Yeah. Yeah.
If you see this Valerie Stefan lady around, call me. You got it?
Right, I got it.
What do you mean you're not absolutely sure that you saw something? I saw the look on your face, Carl.
I don't want to talk about it anymore, all right?
He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Amen.
Lee, I promised Olga I'd drive up to the wood cliff. Would you like to come along? It might be good to get away.
No, I don't think so.
Because of Olga?
I just don't feel comfortable at Woodcliff since Mother died.
You're wrong about Olga. She really loves both of us.
Maybe another time, all right?
Good morning, girls. You're up bright and early, huh?
Welcome to paradise!
Yeah. You know, 10 minutes. Hey, listen, I didn't know you girls were allowed to advertise.
Oh, we got a big business here.
Hey, Sophie, if it runs out, here's a quarter.
Hey, come on, what looks like some kind of meter bag?
All right, Coco, that's it. Out of hibernation. Come on out of there, I warned you. What are you trying to do in there, grow pineapples?
Crazy lady. Stay away from that thermometer or I'll break your stockings. Doctors say I have to stay warm for my health.
Look at that thermostat. He's a bear, 85 degrees, and the sun is shining.
Higby, don't touch the thermometer. I got permission from superintendent.
Yeah, but you don't got permission from me. There, 65, just like the president said.
Higby, stick your head in an ice cube. I'm gonna get your whole bum operation out of here.
One of these days, I'm gonna push that guy down the stairs.
Peace and happiness, perhaps.
Hot. Have some caffeine.
Oh, that's what I need.
Hey, you have a visitor inside.
No kidding. Really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, hello.
Mr. Higby,
That's right.
I'm Lee Lockridge. I'd like to talk to you.
Why, certainly. Lee Lockridge. Well, you're the girl that Frank Chatham was waiting for the other night, aren't you? His fiancée?
That's right.
I'm very sorry. Please, have a seat. Oh, let me get this rubbish out of the way for you. Our landlady's very efficient lately. Ah, there we are. Oh, incidentally, would you like some coffee?
No, thank you.
What can I do for you, Miss Lockridge?
I'd like to hire you.
Well, I'm very flattered, but, you see, the police are very nervous about this case, and when they get nervous, I, think twice about getting involved.
Mr. Higby, a Lieutenant Conti came to see me. He asked me some very upsetting questions.
But I thought they were supposed to be concentrating on that girl, that, Valerie Stefan. Why are they picking on you?
Well, first of all, I don't think they believed me when I told them why I didn't meet Frank that night.
Why didn't you meet him?
I was driving up from San Diego, and the fog got so thick I had to pull over to the side of the road and sleep in the car. I suppose you've been reading the papers.
You mean about that cruise a few years ago? When your husband disappeared overboard? Well, I'm afraid it didn't help appearances that Frank Chatham was there also.
He was escorting my sister.
Your sister?
There was nothing between Frank and I until long after my husband died. The point is, none of this ugliness is going to stop until after they find Frank's murderer. And frankly, I don't think I can go through all that again. Will you help me?
How can I turn you down?
Frank, is Lee all right?
She took it very hard at first, but she's better now.
Do they know what happened?
Not yet.
No, I worry about you, Laura.
There's no need to, Olga.
Oh, maybe not, but you know, I was thinking it would be wonderful if you were to move here. No, I mean it, Laura. I want to take care of you. And then you could watch Jennifer growing up.
If I lived here, if I was with Jennifer all the time, it would be impossible not to tell her the truth.
Maybe you should.
Grandma, you didn't tell me Aunt Laura was coming. Oh, Aunt Laura, I'm so glad you're here.
And I'm glad to see you. Very, very glad.
When we were your age, and your grandma was our nanny, your Aunt Lee and I used to come here all the time.
But it's so scary.
Well, it wasn't scary then. And whenever I got in trouble, or I was feeling afraid and lonely, I'd come down here and look at the lake for hours. And you know something?
What, Aunt Laura?
Your grandmother always knew where I was. She'd come down and we'd sit over there by the lake and talk until the sunset.
Aunt Laura?
Hmm?
How come I call you Aunt? You couldn't have really been my mother's sister.
No. But we were very close.
I wish I remembered her.
Never, never forget, sweetheart, no matter what you call me, that I love you as much as anyone in the whole wide world.
Hi, Grandma.
You must have gone all the way to the points.
Past, way past.
Then I know your Aunt Laura wants to rest. And I also know that I will need some help in the kitchen. Laura, why don't you rest?
All right, I will. Come to see you again. I just wanted to make sure you were all right.
Yeah, busy with me. Yeah, getting there, honey. Take it easy on it, will you? What do you say, kid? Here you go, Clyde. Read the bad news. Oh, Fanny, you sure are looking good this morning.
Glad you like it, Digby.
Hey, what do you say, Rags? They got you busy, huh?
Do we have an appointment, Higby?
Nope. I'll have a bite while we talk.
Go away, Higby. Come on, I'm busy.
No, it'll only take a second, Rags. I gotta find out what put those holes in Chatham's chest.
Chatham?
Mm-hmm.
I never heard of him.
Oh, don't be cute. This isn't out of curiosity. I got a client.
Congratulations.
Oh, well, I don't think that Miss Lockridge would appreciate your terrific sense of humor, Gully. You know that the lady's very upset? She's got a right to find out what happened to the guy that she was going to marry. And incidentally, you coming around suggesting she's a suspect.
I never said she was a suspect.
Well, what do you call trying to make some connection between what happened to her husband on that boat and what happened to Chatham a couple of nights ago? What is that? What's that, chopped liver?
Hey, wait a minute. Since when have the rules changed? You do not ask me questions.
Oh, come on, Gully. What are you guys trying to hide?
All right, Higby, it is the way it's going to be. You're going to tell your client, Miss Lockridge, that you're very satisfied with the progress the police are making. You're not going to say anything about any cover-up. And you forget. Just forget you ever saw Frank Chatham's body. Or I'm going to have you jailed for obstructing justice.
Obstructing justice? What are you talking about? What have you become, some kind of fascist? Do you know that we got democratic institutions?
Higby, believe me, on this one I can do it.
You can just leave that donut here on your way out.
Hi, Mark.
Hi, Hank.
I was just tucking in one of our friends.
Uh-huh. Listen, Hank, I got to talk to you about something. I want to talk to you about the... Hank, I'd like to talk to you about the guy who was killed in the Palisades the other night.
Mark, I don't think you should get involved in that.
But I'm already involved, Hank. Hey, Hank. Hey, Hank, tell me, what's going on? Come on, tell me what's going on. You always know where the bodies are buried. Hmm? Oh, I'm sorry.
Mark, you know how I feel about you.
I know, Hank. And that's why I'm asking.
All right. But I could get in a lot of trouble. You know Gully. He's such an animal. November 12th, 1975. Terrence Douglas, stockbroker, Century City.
Those chest wounds. They look like what Frank Chatham had, huh?
They certainly do. February 3rd, 1975.
Mm-hmm.
Peter Maltzman, airline executive, Marina Del Rey.
Mm-hmm.
And here, October 23rd, 1974. Chester Bliss, architect, Malibu.
Yeah? So the guy's got a track record, huh? Hank, what's the big deal? I still don't understand all the hush-hush.
Mark, that's the lab report on Mr. Bliss. It's what they found in the bodies. And something else. In each case, the bodies were completely drained of blood.
Yeah, hello. What?
Carlo? Mark, listen, I heard you were working for Lee Lockridge on this Chatham thing, right?
Yeah, that's right.
The lady, Valerie Steffen, she's here with me right now.
Valerie Steffen, she's there with you right now?
I was closing the place and she just showed up. She wants me to take her to the police.
What are you waiting for? Get her down there.
Hey, I don't want to get involved, Mark. How about if I just bring her over to your place and you take her down there?
Come on, Carlo, come on. What are you afraid of? Hey, Carlo. Hey, Carlo, this is your old buddy Higby talking. You can tell me.
I'm bringing her over now.
Hey! Valerie! Hey! Hey!
Valerie, hey, give me the keys, will you please? Come on. I don't understand what you're doing here. Hey, come on. Oh, wait a minute, Valerie. Hey, wait a minute. Wait a minute, huh? Hey, Valerie, come on, wait a minute. Wait. This is crazy.
Never did like this job, not from the beginning. I hate animals. The damn things don't like me either. Hell, I never even had a dog of my own.
Yeah, Mr. Oakes, but can you please tell us what you saw?
Nothing. I mean, just that poor guy laying there. Believe me, I didn't hang around looking for what did that.
All right, Mr. Oakes, thanks. You've been a great help.
Do you mean that's all?
Yeah. Why don't you check out your cages or something?
Oh, yeah. I better check my cages.
Hey, Gully.
Forget it, Higby.
I happen to know about the other 3 killings.
And Tom?
Oh, you didn't have to tell me. I got my own sources. Gully, I want to know what's going on. Hey, Gully! You know, you haven't got any right to cover up like this. You understand that? I'm going to stay on this thing, and I'm going to find out what you're scared of. Do you hear me?
If Connie finds out about this call, I'm gonna really take it in the air, all right?
Rags? You know it's 4 in the morning?
Yeah, okay, listen, Higby. I don't want to go into the details, but I don't agree with the way Connie's handling this.
Welcome to the club.
A couple years ago, after one of the killings, there was a guy who said he saw something. Nobody took him seriously.
What did he see?
Well, I don't want to go into that. Not now. You got a pencil?
Wait a minute. Yeah, I've got it.
Okay, the guy's an ex-heavyweight. His name is Marion Sykes.
How do I find him?
That's liable to be a problem. He is a wino. Find the guy and listen to what he has to say. And then come and talk to me. All right?
Where have you been? I was looking for you all morning. I was worried.
Oh, flaps. And here I thought you were doing it just for the money. Any action?
No. You want some coffee?
No, I don't want any coffee. Is Cozart in? I gotta talk to him.
Yeah, Cozart's in. I caught him sneaking up on the thermostat twice this morning.
Mm-hmm. Oh, listen, about that morgue report. Did your chemist friend get it back to you?
You gotta be patient. I'm getting it for free.
That's right. Patience. Patience is a virtue. So why don't you call him now?
Patience is a virtue. Love virtue.
That's all I got. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt.
Let me deal with the ladies first.
Yeah.
There you go, Leech. I hope you fry yourself on that heater, Cozart.
What are you mad at me for? I'm the one who got shot, remember?
Come on, Charlene.
No gratitude, Higby.
Yeah.
That's the trouble with this business.
Hey,
The
listen.
class of people you have to put up with.
I know.
Well, you didn't come in here to eat an octopus. You want something, right?
I'm looking for a guy. He's a wino.
I hate to disillusion you, Higby, but I don't know every juicer in town.
Oh, hey, Laszlo, do you think that I'd come to you for any run-of-the-mill juicer? What's the matter with you? You're crazy. Now, this guy was an ex-heavyweight. Some kind of small-time celebrity a long time back. His name's Marion Sykes.
Doesn't ring my bell.
What about Popeye?
Popeye?
Uh-huh. That's a name I came up with down on Skid Row this morning. That's all I could come up with. Popeye.
Popeye.
Mm-hmm. Can you help me?
Why should I help a guy who's not interested in my help?
Oh, come on, Laszlo.
Oh, Higby. Sorry. Gonna cost.
You're a sweetheart. Hey, Flaps.
Huh?
Poor old Laszlo was freezing to death back there, so I turned the heat up a little bit.
You what?
See you later.
Higby! Higby!
for?
Hiya, sweetheart. I'm looking for a man by the name of Popeye. Do you know where I can find him?
Sure, I'll tell him you're here.
Okay, thank you.
Popeye, somebody's here to see you.
Why, all I want to do is talk to you for a few minutes, that's all. Believe me, it's just a few minutes. Just a few minutes of your time, that's all. You know who sent me down here? Kozar. That's the guy who sent me down here. Hey, Popeye, will you listen?
Get out of here. Leave me alone.
Hey, it's happened again. Yeah. At least twice in the last week. And guess what? The police, they're covering it up all over again.
Well, nobody believed me the last time.
Well, try me. Try me. What did you see?
I saw a spider.
What?
You heard me, mister. I saw a spider. A giant spider.
Come on, Rags. Come on. A giant spider? Now, maybe some kind of homicidal spider psycho. A freak-out bug man or something, but
Mark,
really...
do you know how a spider feeds?
No. Why, should I?
Well, permit me to enlighten you. A spider either stuns or kills its victim, and then drains off all the bodily fluids.
Lovely.
Spiders have fangs, Mark. And when they attack, they sink them into their victim and inject their poison. Now, just imagine a spider large enough. And those chest wounds could be caused by its fangs.
Oh, Rags.
You know, I'm out of my mind.
No. That's all right. It's okay. An ape-sized spider? Fine. Now, tell me something. What about this Valerie lady? What about her? She's its keeper, right?
That's a notion I'd be happy to accept. You know, Mark, there's been some pretty strange legends down through history about spiders, giant spiders. And myths about women who turn into these things.
Oh, now, please, don't tell me you think this thing is Valerie Stefan in drag. No, that is unnatural.
Just listen, all right? The Chinese tell of an enchanting woman who appeared to travelers when they were lost and took them to a cave to rest. While they slept, she would transform herself into a giant spider, sting them, wrap them in her web, and feed on them at her leisure. And there's others, Mark. And there's some North American Indians who had similar beliefs. It's all in here. It's quite an education.
What's Gully say about this?
You kidding? He says I'm out of my mind.
I'll tell you something, Rags. If you really believe this thing, you better start thinking about letting people know about it.
Well, forget it. No chance.
Will you tell me something? Why did you send me out on that wild goose chase?
Because maybe Gully's right. Maybe I am out of my mind.
Wait, I'm coming. I'm coming.
Mark Higbee, private investigator.
You know, if I were a client, I would have hung up.
I'm sorry, but your staff was out doing other things. Listen, do you know how hot that maniac Cozart has it in here?
Well, you just hang in there, darling. Just think cool. What's happening?
Well, Lee Lockridge called a little while ago. She sounded pretty upset. Seems that Conti's visited her about Carlo's death.
Get back to her, Flaps, and tell her I'll drop by her house later, okay?
All right. Listen, one other thing. I got the analysis back from my friend at USC. He doesn't know what it is exactly.
Well, what do you mean exactly?
Well, he says the closest that it comes to is... All right, get this. You ready? The venom of a black widow spider. You're not laughing.
I know. Hi, Lee. Listen, I'm sorry I didn't get back to you sooner. I've been kind of busy.
I can't believe it about Carlo.
Yeah, I know. Oh, this is quite a place you've got here.
Thank you.
Your own private ocean, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Listen, Lee, why don't you put something on? We'll take a walk on the beach and talk.
Okay, good. I'll get a sweater.
All right. Yeah, let me...
No!
I'm sorry I shouted. It's just something I feel very strongly about. I know they look kind of scary, but they're really harmless. We get them out here at the beach all the time. They're everywhere. Anyway, I'm sure it was much more frightened than you were.
I doubt that. Listen, why don't we take it out for a walk? Probably need some air. That's a neat trick you did with that spider.
Oh, not really. I've never been afraid of them.
Uh-huh. What are you going to do with it?
Let them go. Here, watch. Come on, Big Daddy.
What did Conti want, Lee?
He wanted to know where I was last night.
Uh-huh. What did you say to him?
Well, I told him the truth. I was home. You should see the way he looked at me.
You know, Lee, Conti may be a little rough around the edges, but he's no fool. I just can't figure out why he keeps coming back to you.
Look, there's something I should have told you before about my husband's disappearance.
What's that?
It wasn't in the papers, but there was a shipboard investigation. There was a passenger who said he saw my husband that night, a dark, attractive woman. He said they were in each other's arms.
Oh, now, wait a minute. Wait a minute. You're not saying that he thinks this Valerie Steffen was there, too? And anyway, what's that got to do with you?
I don't know. I don't know if that woman didn't exist. They made a search of the ship and they didn't find anyone.
That lady is beginning to get on my nerves.
Have you found anything yet?
I don't know. I've got a couple of things I'm running down. It's been pretty rough on you, hasn't it?
I'll live.
Hey, listen, Lee, I've got an idea. I've just about finished everything I got to do today, and I could really use a few laughs. Why don't we have a couple of drinks, some dinner, and we'll forget Valerie, Steffen, and everything, okay? What do you say?
You're on.
Okay.
I could use a few laughs.
Let's go.
Higbee.
For you, it's a package deal.
It's my sister.
Hmm.
Hey, what a surprise. Hi, Laura. How are you? Fine. Good. Mark, this is my sister, Laura.
Well, how do you do, Laura?
Hello, nice to meet you.
And
Nice
his
to meet you.
fiancé, Jeff Wallace.
Jeff? Hello. It's a pleasure. Nice meeting you.
Laura, this is Mark Higbee, the private investigator I mentioned.
Oh, yes.
It's been a long time since we were all together at this place.
This used to be sort of a hangout of ours a few years ago.
Uh-huh.
Laura, let's dance.
Not right now, it's too fast.
I'll bet Lee still likes to move.
No, thank you, Jeff.
Come on, I'm not going to take no for an answer.
Have fun, kiddies. I knew Lee had a sister, but I thought you were twins.
Oh, yes, but fraternal, not identical.
Oh.
We still fit together pretty well, don't we?
Jeff, I don't want that.
I do. It's been a long time.
Thank you for the evening, Mark. I'm sorry I had to cut it so short. I guess everything just kind of caught up.
Oh, that's all right. I'm sorry, too.
I'll ask you in another time.
Mm-hmm. Well, whatever it was, it sure happened fast on that dance floor. Good night, Lee.
Leave me alone.
Now, why don't I believe you?
I swear to God, I'll tell Laura.
I doubt that. Hey, take it easy. I'm gonna fix myself a drink. What can I get you?
Get out of here.
Hey, come on, it's early
I
yet.
said get out of here.
Suit yourself. You know, this isn't the only place in town I can get a drink.
Alice, come on, I've got a right to be here. I've got a client involved in this thing, huh? I'm telling you, it's all right. Would you just... Hey, Gully, I got a call from the Lockridges.
Let him in.
Thanks. What's happened here?
Looks like Wallace found something waiting for him when he got home.
Excuse me.
Get her out of here.
Rags, what was all that stuff?
I'll tell you what I think it is.
What?
Spider silk.
I think we'd better have a talk with our friend, huh?
Gully, the way it looks to me, whatever it was, tried to drag the body away when it was interrupted. Well, you know what that stuff wrapped all around the body was, don't you?
Save your breath. I'm a believer.
What are you going to do about it, Gully?
What am I supposed to do about it?
Well, I think you tell the people. At least let them know what's going on out there.
Hey, that's a great idea. Really, that's a great idea. Why don't I hold a press conference and tell them there's a big spider out there killing people? And then I'll issue all my men giant cans of raid and send them out after it. Nothing to do to me. They'll put me away someplace. They'll put me on weaving so I don't hurt anybody. No, Higby, the lid stays on this one. And if I hear one word on the street about any giant spiders, I'll know where to come.
All right, all right. But at least maybe now you'll get off Lee Lockridge's case.
Get off Lee Lockridge's case. Inside of 1 week, 2 fiancés of Lockridge sisters had their chests ripped out. Forget about Carlo. I don't even know where he fits in. And throw out that poor sap of a husband who maybe fell off the boat. No, Higby, even admitting that I don't know what the connection with the spider is, I'm not going to get off Lee Lockridge's case. In fact, I'm adding a sister to it.
Mark.
Huh? What?
There's something else you ought to know.
What else could there be?
Well, this Wallace was a gun nut. He was a crack shot. We took 6 bullets out of the wall in there.
So?
Well, there were 6 big fat slugs from a .44 Magnum. They had to be fired at point-blank range.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there wasn't a trace of blood or flesh or bone on any of them.
You know, what I can't get over about the Lockridge girls is all those terrible tragedies in their lives.
Did I show you the red hourglass on the stomach?
Higby, if you don't get rid of that thing, I'm taking a walk. Do you understand?
I can't. It cost me $12. See? That's how you can tell it's a girl. See that? And look at that. Look at that. 8 eyes. A black widow has 8 eyes.
Yuck. Ugly.
Here. Now listen to this. Here. Hold it. Now, hold it. Just take it. Just take it and put it down over there. That's it. Now, some Northern California Indians believed it was a curse of some kind transmitted down through the female line. It may lie dormant for years until triggered by a certain kind of spider venom. Once bitten by the spider, the woman, periodically, but only during the cycle of the full moon, makes the transformation into an incredibly large spider.
Higby, I'll humor you up to a point, but I just can't swallow that, you know?
At least it explains Valerie Steffen.
Higby, you want to hear what I got on the Lockridges?
Hmm? Yeah, let me hear the tragedies.
All right, it all started when the girls were born, actually before. The father was Paul Lockridge, financier and flying freak. He was killed when his plane crashed in the Sierras in 1947. The mother was aboard but survived. She was pregnant at the time, gave birth to the girls alone in the mountains. It was 2 days before they were found by an Indian guide.
Wow. Anything else?
Nothing until 1965. Mrs. Lockridge decided to live in Italy, and she died in Rome.
Wow.
The details are a little foggy about that.
Foggy? What do you mean, foggy?
Well, no cause of death was indicated, and there was a closed casket service.
Wonder why?
I don't know. You know everything else that's happened since then.
But nothing to link either girl to any of the earlier murders. And there was nothing to tie them to the spider thing either?
No, darling, there's nothing to tie them to the spider thing either. Mwah! Wait a minute.
What? What are you looking for?
Look, Higby, I don't really buy your cockamamie Indian maiden legend, right? But if you're looking for a connection, try this. Doctors said it was almost a miracle that Mrs. Lockridge's infant daughters survived their ordeal. Not only did they suffer from exposure, but hospital sources said one of the babies was so severely bitten by insects that she remained comatose for almost a week.
Which one?
It doesn't say.
What kind of insects?
Doesn't say that either.
Does it say where that plane crashed?
Near a place called Cato Ridge.
Cato Ridge.
It's up above Sacramento, I think. So when are you leaving?
Now.
I'm afraid the records you need were lost when the old wing burned in '58, Mr. Higby.
The paper said something about an Indian who found the plane crash.
Well, that was before my time, but I know the Lockridges own some vineyards and a winery out on Bald Knob Road.
Do you happen to know if the vineyards are still there?
Well, they're abandoned now, but I hear there's an old Indian who used to work for them who still lives on the place.
Much obliged to you, Mr. Summers.
I'd be careful if I were going out there, Mr. Higby.
Really? Why's that?
Well, the old fellow's been known to take a pot shot or two at hunters or fishermen who try to use the place.
I see. Well, I'll be very careful. Thank you very much.
Hello? Hello? Anybody there? Hey, listen, if anybody's around, all I want to do is talk. Hello? I fell. There were spiders.
I sent these spiders away.
What?
Well, actually, I suspect it was your acrobatic entry into their home that shook them down from the ceiling.
Who are you?
My name is Aspa Soldado.
You're the Indian who worked for the Lockridges.
It's very perceptive. Now, let me guess what you do for a living. You're a private investigator. Nothing to it, Mr. Higbee. Now, what are you doing here? Didn't you see the signs?
I was looking for you.
Why?
Well, I was working for one of the Lockridge girls. I came here to find out more about the plane crash that killed her father. Mr. Soldado, you're the one who found the mother and the two babies, aren't you?
Yes.
Well, now, the newspapers said one of the babies was severely bitten by insects.
That's right. The child almost died.
I know this may sound a little strange to you, but I need to know what kind of insects.
Technically, spiders are not insects. They're arachnids.
You were bitten by spiders? Are you sure of that?
Yes.
Mr. Soldado, this is very, very important. Could you tell me which of the babies was bitten?
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Higbee. I don't know. They were day-old infants. I never saw them after they were taken to the hospital.
Uh-huh.
We are talking of old legends, aren't we?
Yes?
The Spider Woman. A woman who sometimes, in moments of great stress, takes the form of a giant spider and kills.
That's right. That's exactly right. That's it.
It's quite colorful.
Oh, well. I understand you might not really believe it.
Who said I don't believe? But what I don't understand is how a sophisticated city dweller like you seems to...
I have good reason. Good reason.
I know.
One thing. The books I've read have been rather vague about what happens to these things. I mean, what do they do? Do they die of old age or what?
The legend says they are virtually indestructible in the form of a spider. Nothing can kill them.
Nothing?
Nothing, Mr. Higbee. Except fire.
Scared you? You know, you almost gave me a cardiac.
Will you stop yelling at me?
I'm not yelling at
you.
you.
You are yelling
I'm
at me.
not
Stop
yelling
at
I
me.
am not.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing here anyway?
I didn't want to miss you. I came up. I fell asleep. I'm sorry. Listen, Mark, you're really not going to like this. I think Lee Lockridge is the one.
What do you mean Lee Lockridge is the one?
Oh, listen, when you left here, no offense, but I really didn't think you were operating with a full deck. So then I got to mulling over the full moon, and I whipped out the almanac. I started checking out the dates against those of the earliest killings, and you know something? They all conform to the cycle of the full moon. From the husband on the boat, right down to the murders last week.
Yeah, but all that does is just confirm the legend, that's all.
Look, then I started checking out the dates very closely, and I realized something. Lee traveled, and Laura didn't.
Mm-hmm. So?
Higbee, the only time the murders occurred is when Lee was in town.
So what does that prove? Laura was here, too.
All right. Now, if Laura's the culprit, it would seem to me there would have been a couple of murders while Lee was out of town. No?
All right, Flapsy. Since you've got it all figured out, you tell me, what about Valerie Steffen? Who's she?
Did you see The Three Faces of Eve?
The what?
The movie, The Three Faces of Eve.
Oh, yeah.
All right, let us imagine now we have here a split personality, puts on disguises, and goes after her victims. Which brings me to my final detail. Tonight is the last night of the full moon.
Hello?
Laura, it's Mark Higby. I want to talk to you about Lee.
Why? What's wrong? Has something happened to her?
No. No, nothing's happened.
Well, what is it then?
When was the last time you talked to her?
Tonight.
Well, tell me, did she seem all right? Was she upset or anything?
She was a bit nervous. She said she wanted to see me.
She wanted to see you. What about?
She didn't explain.
She said she felt that we ought to be together tonight, and she was driving up here.
To Woodcliff? Laura, I want to ask you something. Now, this happens to be very important. How much do you know about your father's death in that plane crash?
Only what our mother told us. Why?
Well, the report said that before help came, one of the babies, now it was either you or Lee, was severely bitten by insects. Spiders. Do you know which one of you it was? Laura, do you know which one?
Yes.
Well, who was it? You or Lee?
It was Lee.
Lee? Tell me something, Laura. When's the last time you talked to her?
About an hour ago.
I want you to get out of there right away, now.
What are you talking about? Are you saying I should be afraid of my own sister?
Now, look, just get out of there. I want you to check into a motel, anything, do anything. But get out of there before Lee arrives.
Why?
Look, please don't ask me to explain. Just do it. It's just for tonight. Tomorrow, everything's going to be okay.
All right. I will.
Good. We'll talk tomorrow. Get your thing, Flaps. We're going up there.
I thought you said she was leaving.
I know, but I don't believe her.
Please. Please. No! 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 Please, no!
here. Laura?
Who is it? I thought I heard somebody.
Who's in there?
Who is it?
Who are you?
Mama? It can't be. Mama! You're alive. Oh.
Mama. It's Lee. No. Lee is at school. And that Italian boy. Oh, why did she do it? Why did Laura kill him? The blood! The blood!
It's your fault, Lee. All your fault.
Who are you? Who is that person?
Laura sent me. There are so many things she never had the courage to say to you. She's such a little coward. Your mother there. She always loved you more than Laura. Didn't you, Mrs. Lockridge?
Stop it!
But who had to take care of you all these years? Who had to hide your insanity?
Who are you?
Not your precious Lee. No. It was Laura. Poor, dumb Laura. And you always got what you wanted. You always took everything.
Stop it!
Do you remember in Rome, Lee? When Laura was dating that young Italian, Gianni?
Are you?
And you took him away from her? She had to prove to him that she was still attractive. Clumsily, I admit. But it worked. Better than she bargained for. Then the silly girl got herself raped and pregnant. And of course, I had to kill him for her.
Wake up, Jennifer.
this, Grandma?
It's your Aunt Lee's.
Oh, good. I can't wait to see her. Where's everybody, Grandma?
I don't know, darling, but it's very late. I'd like you to go right to bed.
Where could they have gone, Grandma?
Yeah, maybe they went for a walk.
I wanted to tell them about the movies.
It's in the morning. You, put on your nightgown and brush your teeth, and I'll be in to kiss you goodnight.
Okay.
Laura, I can't protect you anymore.
Don't. Olga?
Yes, darling. Everything's going to be all right.
I'm sorry.
I know you are. I know you are.
Where's Jennifer?
She's asleep. She's all right.
I'm so tired.
Laura, where is Lee?
I don't know.
Did Valerie hurt her too?
I don't know. I don't remember. I tried to stop Valerie, but she won't let me. Can't we go somewhere where she'll never find me?
Oh, yes, of course. Of course we can.
I wish that I could just go to sleep.
You can go to sleep. Just close your eyes. I'm gonna take care of you.
You can fool Laura, Olga dear, but not me.
Higby, you been given any thought to what we're gonna do if that thing turns up?
I've been trying not to.
Uh-huh. It's a comfort. Ah. Higby? Higby, I know who that is. That's the lady in the clippings, the mother.
Mrs. Lockridge?
Uh-huh.
But I thought you said she was dead.
She is now.
Jennifer, honey, do you have any idea where your grandmother might have gone to look for them? It's kind of important.
Well, I'm not sure, but she might have gone to the old boathouse by the lake.
Uh-huh.
Will you find my grandma?
Of course I will. Right now.
Mark.
It's okay. It's okay. The sheriff should be here real quick. Flaps, I want you to call Conti and I want you to tell him what's going on, okay?
Uh-huh.
What are you doing?
Higby.
What's...
You never remember.
Well, I don't know what good it'll do, but thanks.
Careful, huh?
Flapsy, I'm really touched.
Oh. Oh, God, it's Lee. It's Mark. It's Mark. Lee, it's going to be all right. Shh, it's going to be all right. Shh. Lee, it's going to be all right. Believe me, it's going to be all right. Shh. All right. All right.
That's some story, Higby. But I got one question.
What's that?
Where am I supposed to put my report?
Gully? That's your problem.
I guess it is. Come on, Ray. Let's get out of here.
Hello?
Hi.
Hi. What have we here?
Oh, I got mucho goodies for a hungry man. Tell me, is that satisfactory?
My compliments.
Hello, Mr. Higby.
Hi, Jennifer. She seems to be adjusting.
I think so. She's going back to school and she's making new friends. She still has a nightmare now and then, but less and less.
How are you doing?
I just pretend the whole thing never happened. Sometimes it even works.
All right, milady. I didn't come here to talk. I came here to eat.
Okay,
Shall we?
right. Jennifer! Time to eat.
Can I have just one more dip?
All right, honey, but make it quick. She's growing up so fast. You know, it's funny. She doesn't really resemble her, but sometimes she reminds me so much of Laura.